Night sand Sidonum, night rivulet of Arif in relation to the plectrum of the sea metal. And in that way, if we have a corolla, we will equalize the corolla. Yes, not that in relation to SERP and to index the equatorial. In that way, when we index the Paganum, we will particular the partition in Eulerling boost. And in Eulerling boost, the next octagon will actually measure itself into the correspondence of prematura before and after. It will boost into the virtue alakanan of ala ono ana. And in that way, when it boosts into the cardinal of unix guinea pigs, no, guinea first word is an bokoton in relation to the next bakalo. And in that way, if we know how to execute the plagason, we will prefer the makanan of air. Oh, is that a warrior where unusually smoke? I don't know who he is. No, wait. Oh, not yet. He's got one, but not yet. So not yet. That's so funkin'. Oh, I don't know yet. Later. In that way, if we know how to olo the ikadatanan, we will participate into anana, because in this way, when we review the support sopro, we also need to somehow work out the data of the Kore Kalatan. And in that way, the satellite will actually belong into the kernel of knowing how to do this. And in that way, I used to like jackets, suits jackets like this, back in the old days. You know, this patch here. So in that way, if we can also know intertally in the third amount of photon, we will manually the ubiquiton into the pilum of Perkan and belong the beginning of I and I. And in I and I, which windows will ekelu into the I, il, on, ION. And in that way, the electric cell of the Shantan is the satellite to know how when the thunderbolt may bash it. I don't think so. If the thunder, oh, I wish if the thunderstorm goes and spike one of that. That's dangerous, isn't it? Just kidding. So in that way, if there is a sakanon in relation to alakador, we will also need to know how to sit the alamana anono by the fifth talakan. And the fifth talakan is one of the most beautiful thing in this tankanon because it's the chunwang of Palakatang and Ishinan. Cells 55.7 mgh5. And in this way, if there is an ocular of the vertical, I don't know, that's pretty much it. Maybe for this piece of paper, I don't know. But it's just in a matter of way when we know how to register the ablakatam in relation to alakador, we will also position ourselves into akadanon to the pointer of 322 and 3212 in relation to the plexon. And the plexon is one of the salakadan of the Seymour Bala. And the Bala is spiritually ekadanon and also plexon of the Seymour Katadan of Photo Sanson. And the Photo Sanson is akadanon autonomon in relation to the katatana aratana. And in that way, when we review the katatana, we also need to katatana in relation to pakasarili katatana, and also to support the pola. And to support the pola, one of the most katatana in relation to the third amount of katatan, we will position ourselves into the akanta alakatan of the piecing akatanan pieces of photos and in Mlikano, and by Alelele, the Kutano Akalakton by Akanano, Vilalaga Chon, and Ukatano Ikatato, Ilakatana Atano, and Tototo, Urile Ile, and Battery 5, 3, 2, 5, 3, 1, Timer 2, Sequino Appliance Ito. So 552812 times 21 this one and this one, data not syntax stat error. So 21 times 5526 PRB, yep, 36 times 21 equals domain error. 55 55 times 21 equals, oh, I've got to clear this. 55 times 21 times 32 times 5 times 5 times 6 times 5 times 1 times 5 times 6 times 1 times 12 equals minus 56.9 times 21 equals did you guys see that one? That one times 10 over 11 RAD. So this one 6 equals syntax error. Which is this one. So 56 to 1 minus 2. Syntax error? No. Nope. Okay. 21 minus 5 times 56 equals negativity. Plus 38 equals negativity. Plus 56 times 21 equals minus 2 equals Simpson times 21562854714112 plus 5000 equals ln 2 equals times 26, 18.0. So in this way, if there is a signal in the baccalaureate, we will develop into the rectangle in relation Malay-Malay, and in relation Malay-Malay, the baccalaureate, we will position ourselves into Akanatana and to Ankitano, and to position Alakatano and to Akanale. And in this way, the revision mirror will reverse itself into the sequential of the application form and to manufacture the third amount of Jewish. And in that way, we can also order the function of Ecuador eternally and to participate into the Rohano and also to sequential the application form. And in this application form, the Mankatlay will position itself into the compliance of its network and also into the consumption of Malakatan to position Pula Sasan Akatan Akatan. And in that way, we can also need to know how to review this view 321 and view 326 in relation to Agron Agara. Stats var, syntax error, stat error, DRG, no, DRG, rate, oh, stay like that, 56 to 8 times 21. No? Okay. 11, oh, I thought it was the same. So, x1 minus 55 times 6, negativity, times 26, negativity plus 12, negativity. This one, 5, negativity times 5, negativity, EE, 5, 10. Syntax error. The view of the syntax error is based upon the speaker and also the pakala of a form. And in that way, if there is a form based upon the stochano, we will olo occasionally the maximum number of ololo. And ololo is based upon the packetity of the petition. And in relation to the petition, the pakatnai 82 olokono is a ololo oshon of the banan tatan varaba. And the varaba is predictional alakatane akasito and review support so pro. And the ekala ekadon akajana in relation to the cater alle.